Welcome to Cleveland State University Viking Field, where again it is the 2023 CMSD Girls Fast Pitch Championship game. And again, we have some very special people that will be going with us today. And first, my partner, Alicia Ortiz. Alicia, welcome. I know we're excited. You can't wait to see some of these girls play.
Absolutely. Really excited here today to watch these girls play their championship game. Can't wait to see who wins.
Okay, so right now, Alicia, let's go through the player introductions.
Awesome. Introducing Lady Raptors, freshman, number 0, Morgan Roddy. Sophomore, number 2, Kayla Talton. Junior, number 7, Jasmine Smith. Sophomore, number 8, Priscilla Chamarone. Freshman, number 13, Dalma Cintrone. Freshman, number 16, Lily Pennington. Junior, number 20, Ashley Ramos. Sophomore, number 21, Kiko Kren. Junior, number 35, Kiana Araro. Junior, number 36, Angelina Petro. Here's your starting lineup for the Lady Raptors. Senior, number 11, second baseman, Aaliyah Marche. Senior, number 18, shortstop, Cameron Hullett. Senior, number 8, catcher, Aleli Calderon. Senior, number 23, first baseman, Diamond Miles. Freshman, number 1, DP, Deshanae Terry. Senior, number 10, pitcher, Alani Rosado. Junior, number 14, third baseman, Alexis Gonzalez. Sophomore, number 3, left fielder, Ariana Dulick. Junior, number 5, center fielder, Leilani Patry, number 4. And their coaches, Angel Rowland, head coach, Hope Hartman, assistant coach. Introducing the James Rhodes Lady Rams. Freshman, number 0, Gianna Vargas. Freshman, number 1, Juliana Aponte. Junior, number 5, Dayana Timon. Senior, number 6, Jalaris Juju Perez. Sophomore, number 7, Annalise De Jesus. Sophomore, number 13, Carolina Rodriguez. Junior, number 14, Malaya White. Freshman, number 17, Daisha Dickerson. Sophomore, number 20, Valera Chamorro. Sophomore, number 21, Jedalisa Ponte. Freshman, number 22, Shanishka Rivera. Freshman, number 24, Gabriela Vargas. Freshman, number 25, Delmaris Perez Colon. And freshman, number 28, Nani Soto. Here's your startup lineup for Rhodes. Freshman, number 8, second baseman, Miranda Schwieger. Junior, number 2, pitcher, Mackenzie Mercado. Junior, number 10, shortstop, Pina Martinez. Senior, number 12, catcher, Juliana Rodriguez. Junior, number 18, third baseman, Cielo Lopez. Junior, number 4, center fieldman, Jasmine Hernandez. We have junior, number 9, first baseman, Madeline Landingham. Senior, number 16, right fielder, Cayenne Hunter. Junior, number 3, left fielder, Trinity Manuel. And here are their coaches, John Jack Whipke, head coach, and Tom Mully, the assistant coach. And can we ask everyone to rise for our national anthem?
Well, as you can see, we are minutes away for the start of our championship games. And again, you talk about some outstanding players. Obviously, before we begin, there's one other group of teams that we have to put on this field. There's 3 of them. They'll be responsible for officiating the game, and we're going to take a look at them. And we have the president of the Greater Cleveland Umpires Association. Colin, tell us about the crew that's working here today.
Okay, Tim, thanks very much. The home plate umpire is John Gerstenberger, a Bedford High School graduate, 1979. Been within our organization for 14 years. He's a loss prevention specialist. At first base, we have Losie Foster, West Tech High School grad, 1985, 17-year umpire, City of Cleveland Parking Division. At third base, we have Bruce Moldovan, West High School graduate, 1961, 52 years an umpire, and he is retired.
Again, Colin, when it talks about these kind of things, again, they're Greater Cleveland umpires, all certified through Ohio High School, but they're going to deal with a couple minor rules today.
A lot of different things in high school ball that they changed this year. One of the main things they changed is the wearing of jewelry by the girls. In the past, you couldn't wear any jewelry at all. Now they open it up. You can wear anything you want. If you think it's a safety feature, you have to tuck it in or take it off. And, you know, a good example is the new smartwatches. These aren't tested for safety devices, so you have to take those off. Anything else is just regular girls' fast pitch softball. The rules all remain the same.
And obviously, when we look at the teams that are going to play today's game, obviously they come in here with quite a record. And 2 teams that have played each other earlier in the year. Tell us about that, Alicia.
Yeah. So I see here, actually, they had a previous matchup. James Rhodes had lost the first meetup against Bard 11-7 on April 4th. I'm sure that's a very tough loss, especially in the beginning of their season. Then come back, James Rhodes actually beat them the second meeting that they had 16-15 on April 20th. Now, that is a tough game.
And obviously, when you look at their playoff scores, and we talk about that from both teams.
Yeah, so we see here.
Tell us about the scoring.
Yeah, so Bard actually, their season this year, Bard 16, John Hay 6, Bard 28, JFK 2. Bard seriously comes in here and scores top when they are actually onto the field. And then coming into James Rhodes, you have 17 versus Marshall, and they had 7. James Rhodes 17, Glenville 0. They seem like consistent at-bats, consistent plays, obviously consistent scores here.
And then obviously with the next thing, let's start with the Bard Lady Rares, because we know they're going to be hitting first. You know, as you mentioned, 8-2, 12-4 overall. But what were some of the keys that the coach shared with us before the game? Yeah, so Angel and Hope actually, they said make their main keys here today is making solid contact when batting, you know, hitting the ball well, especially not helping out Rhodes in this game. Pitcher by like swinging at really good balls here, keeping errors down to 0 on defense, and keeping those walks down. That's extremely important in this game today. And then when you're looking at when we had a chance to ask him what was his big concern going into the game. Biggest concern was making those small errors, trying to keep his team alive here on the field, keeping them loud, energized. And then obviously, you know, their starters, they have 1 freshman, they have 2 sophomores, 2 juniors, and 5 seniors out here right now. So they have their, you know, a large amount of seniors that are not obviously going to be with us next year, but you got to really uplift them. This is their last game of the season, you know, you want to keep them in well spirits and keep them alive. And then on top of that, when you look at key players, one of the biggest things just happened today. Well, their starting pitcher, Jasmine Smith, got injured, and she's not able to play. But there is 3 people that are key players today, and they've put in that spot number 18. And again, that is Cameron Hewlett, their shortstop, honor roll student. You see that. Again, obviously, tell us about Aldi Coron and Aaliyah Marche. Yeah, so Aaliyah Calderon, she's number 8. She's our catcher for this game. You know, she's very strong with leading by example. She's a strong defensive player.
here in this game, and also, you know, she leads the team here in hits.
And then obviously when you talk about the coach, Angel Roland, 6-year coach, graduate, 2006 graduate, Lutheran West. But before we kick it off here, we had a chance to catch up with the head coach of the Lady Tar Blooders from Bard Early College High School, Raptors. Thank you, Colin. Raptors. And we caught up with him earlier, and he gave us his views about his starting pitcher today.
Yeah, so we have number 11, Aaliyah Marche.
Pitcher today is Alana Rosado, number 10, and she's our starting pitcher today. She's usually our closing pitcher, but unfortunately our starting pitcher got hurt. But this pitcher, she's great as well. Her fastball is really nice. It gets right to the strike zone, and the important thing about what she needs to do today is keeping it in play, keeping it in the strike zone, and making them swing. And I think she's going to do a good job of that.
Well, obviously, the Rhodes Rams, when we look at their defense for today, tell us a little bit about who's out there on the defensive side.
Yeah, so in left field, we have number 3, Trinity Manuel. In center fielder, we have number 4, Jasmine Hernandez. Number 16, right fielder, Cayenne Hunter. Here we go at third base, Yellow Lopez, number 18. Shortstop, Peanut Martinez, number 14. Going to second base, we have Miranda Schweiger, number 8. On first base, we have number 9, Madeline Langingham. And then here on the mound here today, we have number 2, Mackenzie Mercado. And then here behind the plate, we've got number 12, catching Juliana Rodriguez. She actually was our MVP last year in 2022. So we're really excited here to see her behind the plate.
Again, a nice crowd filled in to enjoy the sunshine right here from Cleveland, Ohio, CSU Viking Field. And truly our hats have to be appreciative to the Cleveland State University, who has been hosting this for a number of years as part of their contribution to the community. So leading it off will be Arlette Marche. She's a senior, and she is one of their outstanding key players.
First play of the ball game got hit in the foot by a ball. The ball becomes dead, and the runner gets first base.
So now it'll be up to Cameron Hewlett. Again, the shortstop. And again, immediately they didn't waste any time getting into second base.
I did a lot of their games this year, both teams, and I'll tell you what, both of these teams run.
The energy right now coming out of Bard's dugout is pretty intense.
That's why I love girls fast pitch.
Yeah. Here we go. We have Mackenzie finding her zone on the mound. Got one strike here.
Well, to me, that looked like a great changeup.
Really pushing it outside there, honestly, trying to get her to go out there and make that swing. Got 2 on her.
So the Rhodes did not want to start what they did, hit by pitch and a walk. So now you got first and second, and their Lady Calderon, the catcher, number 8. She's their co-captain.
It's our co-captain and actually the hitter of this game. She is the strongest hitter on Bard here today. So I'm honestly really excited to see what she's going to do here with runners on second and first.
This is a situation where the infield fly rule is in effect, and a lot of people get confused. A lot of people get confused with that, but we'll see what happens here.
And I'm sure when you look at this young lady, will be getting a special award next week over at Progressive Field. You want to tell us a little bit about that, Alicia?
Yeah, absolutely. So actually, when we saw Aaliyah Calderon, when we were actually at Progressive, she is intense. She is somebody that really wants to get dirty, really wants to get out there, play ball, and actually be known, you know? And I always say personally, you know, you're really repping that school on your chest and you're really doing everything you can. But she's actually a practitioner, you know, going to case and fall as well.
She's also going to be the MVP of the CMSD Senate Girls Fast Pitch. So they'll get honored next week over at Progressive Field, as well as the All-Stars, and we'll mention those as we go along.
And this is really important, especially for Bard right now. They have bases loaded.
Nobody out.
Diamond Miles, the third baseman, is a senior. Right inside the line. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score, and it's 2 RBIs. And now it'll be Deshawnee Terry. Again, our designated player. And Colin, for the viewers at home, let's talk about what is a designated player in this girls' fast pitch.
A designated player can bat only. Can only bat, can't play the field. You have what they call the flex player who can do both. The flex player can go into the game on defense and bat.
Base hit.
Base hit.
Here comes another run in. They'll throw to third, and she's in there. So a base hit with an RBI. What's that phrase? Those walks and hit by pitch will always come back to haunt you.
Base running here, especially. These girls are hot. They're ready.
Yeah, they are. I mean, there was a big rivalry. Both games I had them. Best 2 teams in the Senate. That's why they're here.
We're looking at Alani Rosado. She is a 12th grader. She's on the dean list over at Bard. And we'll also be telling you information as we go through today. We had a chance to talk to all the girls to find out exactly what do they want to do for a career.
Yeah, so Alani here, she actually wants to have a career being a veterinarian. And that's extremely awesome, you know, taking care of our pets here. Got a quick timeout.
Catcher's just out there telling her to calm down and take your time.
So now batting will be Alexaris Gonzalez. Now, do they call her Alexaris when you're around, or is it Alex?
I believe it's Alex. I think she wants to be called Alexis. But
okay. She's playing third base today. Dean's list again. She has a twin sister on the team. We'll see her bat pretty soon here. I have a feeling, you're a coach, so you understand. I have a feeling that there wasn't much sleep last night in this Gonzalez family.
Absolutely not, especially if you got a twin. You know, you're honestly playing third base. That's a big spot in the field. That's extremely important.
Ground ball to short, steps on second.
Especially her twin sister's Karina Gonzalez. She's playing center. Those are 2 big spots. 2 most important spots, honestly.
So they do pick up another run on the fielder's choice, as Alani was out at second base for the first out of the inning. And now Arani Dulik, the left fielder. She's a 10th grader.
What was quick count here, Colin?
Pardon?
What was that count?
2-1.
2-1.
Alicia, act like I'm an umpire. Why are you asking me to count?
You know, he's got a better view than I do right now, so I need this count. You got a runner on second and third. This is important here. You only got one out. Looks like Mackenzie's struggling a little bit here on the mound today.
There's 4 walks here in the first inning, plus a hit batter. And now it's going to be Karen Gonzalez. And she is on the Dean's list.
This is actually the twin.
The twin, correct.
This is the twin.
Yes.
Right fielder.
I had her in a game this year where there was a girl stealing third base and the catcher threw the ball and hit her in the head.
Oh, no.
We had to take her out of the game.
Really?
She was so dizzy, yes.
I thought you were going to tell me they substituted the twin in one time for her.
Nobody could tell. And they do. They look exactly alike.
That's honestly pretty big here, too, playing with your sister, especially in a championship game on a field. That's exciting. I think the nerves are getting to these Lady Rams.
Yes, they are. An infield single. And that's another run on the board. And now it is up to Leilani Pietri. And she is number 4. Should be 4 here. That's the 11. Maybe you can help me understand. Maybe I misinterpreted what he gave me. A flex means they don't hit, or they
a flex goes on defense or can hit. The EP only hits.
Okay, but they don't have to bat.
No.
Oh, that's why. All right, learning this faster than I know. So we had another base hit. Going to run out of ink here pretty soon. I think we're in for a high-scoring game.
Yeah, I tell you what, Rhodes is not out of it, believe it or not. That's why their games were so close, both games they played.
You know, I will say, especially when I played, you know, in high school and had these games on TV, there's a lot of nerves on this field right now.
Exactly.
There's a lot of nerves. You know,
when you played in high school, what year was that? 1947 or 48?
48.
Oh, wait, that was me.
Yeah, no, playing high school, I graduated in 2015, but, you know, you have these cameras out here. You have all these parents. These parents are loud, especially. Everyone is in the zone right here at this game at CSU. This is exciting.
Yeah, when, well, you came down to Low Park. There was always a lot of fans there for both teams.
A little chit chat with Mackenzie. She's in the zone here on the mound. There's a strike for our hitter, our top hitter for Bard.
Is this a catcher? Yep.
Yes.
Good little ball player. Very good little ball player.
Little pop fly there. Now they have 2 outs. A little confusion there on the field a little bit. They need to communicate a little bit more. Got number 23, Diamond Miles. She actually had a line drive to third base. There's 3 outs for our Lady Rams.
The last out that we had was Diamond Miles, and what did she do there?
She had a little pop fly to the pitcher's mound.
Okay, I had my head down for 1 split second.
Yeah, right.
They're not taking these pitches anymore, Colin. I want you to know that. I'm learning this.
I just hope we don't have a close play by the umpire, because Tim will make the replay, and he'll say, "What do you folks think at home? Was they safe or out?" Always trying to make the umpires look bad.
Very consistent. So let's take a look at the keys to the game for the Rhodes team as they're getting ready to take come up to bat. And first of all, we know about the preliminary. Scores in the playoffs. What did they do with their playoff scores, the Rhodes team?
Yeah, those playoff scores. So actually, James Road, they had 17 against Marshall. Marshall had 7. It's a pretty high-scoring game. And then after that, we had James Rhodes again, 17. Glenville, 0. Very consistent with those scores here in these playoff games. Extremely important, setting those high stakes for this game, especially today.
Let's talk about the keys to the game.
Yeah, actually, so these keys for these coaches, for talking with John and Tom, their limit of walks and errors, which we kind of really saw in this first inning, was Mackenzie basically losing control, walking those players a little bit. Can't give Barr those extra outs here. Being patient but aggressive. We want to get our pitches in. We're playing smart, game limit, mental errors here.
Okay, so now let's talk about those key players. As we look on the screen right now, let's talk about the Rhodes Keys players.
Yeah, so here we are. We have number 12, the catcher, Juliana Rodriguez. She's actually the team captain. She's great in leadership. She's got a strong arm, and her hits and average and power is incredible. Number 10, we have our shortstop, Peanut Martinez. She's quite the leader by example, especially. Her hits for average and power are extremely big, consistent, and a solid defensive player with a very strong arm. And then we have our pitcher here, number 2, Mackenzie Mercado. She's last year's shortstop. She came number 1 pitcher out here for necessity. We have a fast runner, excellent base stealer, and plans on being valedictorian next year.
And then obviously, when we talk about the head coach, Jack Whipke, tell us a little bit about him.
Yes, he's an 11th year head coach at JFK, Max Hayes. He's also a graduate of Holy Name High School, played high school football, and attended actually here at Cleveland State University.
Okay, leading off for the Rhodes Rams is their second baseman, number 8, Miranda Schweiger. She's a 9th grader and an honor roll student over at James Ford Rhodes.
I say one thing, the coaches from both teams, Jack and Tom and Angel, they teach the game to the kids. They are right on top of everything. They teach the game, that's why they're here.
Tensions are high here. She's got 2 strikes on the mound. She's really battling.
Well, it does, as a player, if I got a 9-0 lead in the first inning, I can be relaxed a little bit more. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. Tough for this hitter. She's really going to battle in here right now.
2-2, Alicia.
2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thanks, Colin.
And I'm sure Coach Whipke said, just think the score is 0-0 at this point. It's now our turn to score some runs.
And she is full count. Got a nice rip down the line in between third and short. Got a single here.
Kenji, keep your feet down, Kenji.
So batting second is Mackenzie Mercado, number 2. She's only drawn 30 walks all season.
And
Dead
hit by
ball.
And
pitch.
she got hit by a pitch.
I'm sure she really wanted to hit, but honestly,
Yes, she does. Watch her run.
I was gonna say, she is quick on her feet.
She is.
The next person up is their shortstop, number 10, Peanut Martinez. He's an 11th grader.
Good power here.
She's their top hitter at .595, 25 hits on the season for her team.
Looking like 9 home runs.
Yep. And they were big ones.
Rio, Peanut. Put it on the next hitter.
Ooh, she's actually, she's got to know her count here. 3 balls, 0 strikes. She's got 2 runners on. Would have been smart to wait on that one right there. Now we're battling. We're in it. We're in the zone.
Level shot, Peanut, level.
Got some very passionate fans out here.
That was her father speaking.
Yeah.
He's a retired police officer in Cleveland. He's at every game, and so is her mom.
That's incredible.
So we got another walk. 3 on, nobody out. And Juliana Rodriguez, their catcher. She's drawn 21 walks. She's had 23 stolen bases.
Another big hitter here. She had the girls in the outfield move back when she walked up. They know her.
They know her. She is big. She's got an average on here of 725.
Yep.
She's got 26 hits and 9 home runs. She's actually tied with Peanut on first. That's pretty.
What was your batting average?
724.
My God.
Good eye, Juju. Yes, put it on the next batter, Juju.
There we go.
Yellow, come on, baby.
Got 4 walks that are already on and starting off this game. Got bases loaded here again.
And now Cielo Lopez, the third baseman. Number 18, hitting .316 on the season. 11th grader and an honor roll student over at Rhodes. I'll tell you what, some of these things that they pick for their careers is just mind-boggling.
Yeah, right.
She went from an aerospace to a chemical engineer.
Got a strong hit here. I think we had trouble with the third baseman here. Honestly, she kind of chopped down at that ball. As you see here, instead of actually turning and flipping her glove to take it into her chest and making the play. Gotcha here.
Can you hear me now?
Watch the ball all the way through, Jazz.
Told you these fans are passionate. Very passionate.
I've never ever heard anybody tell an umpire they can't hear them.
Usually you can't see.
I've heard that before. Round ball. They get the fielder's choice.
That's a nice play.
That was Jasmine Hernandez, their center fielder. So Julian Rodriguez is out at third.
Come on, Maddie.
It's the first out of the inning.
Go on, go on.
And now it's Madeline Landingham, their first baseman. She's drawn a few walks.
She's actually also a senior this year, so this game is extremely special to her. And she really wants to come home with this win tonight.
Don't help her. Out there, let's go. Way to hustle for the team, Betty. Let's go, Betty.
I believe that's our fifth walk here.
Come on, 1-6. Side, nothing over your shoulders.
So now Cyan Hunter, the right fielder, 194.
No.
12th grader, merit roll student.
I'm really interested here. Her career ambition actually wants to earn a business degree. Love to see where she actually takes that.
It's called overrun the base. All right, Mr. Umpire?
Right on the point. Then the umpire's in good position to see after she slid off the bag.
Actually ran a little too fast, didn't anticipate them having that there.
Alicia, in that point, would you tell your player to slide?
Absolutely.
Yes.
They had a stolen base here, runners on second. The tough thing, honestly, here is a lot of girls nowadays, they're afraid to get dirty, you know? You really want them to save that play, slide into there, you know. Extremely easier than running over the bag.
So now Trinity Manuel, their left fielder. Again, oh my Lord. She likes the Philadelphia Phillies.
We've got 2 outs here, full count.
Don't you get a kind of a special feeling when a child says, my career hope is to join the military?
I do. I do. There's not enough of that these days. My grandson, he went out of high school, went in, he's been in for 12 years now.
Wow, it's extremely impressive. Such a tough job.
That is. He's teaching launching missiles in Oklahoma.
Oh, man. In Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
So we are back to the top of the order. Miranda Schweiger, the second baseman, number 8. She singled and scored her first time up.
See, on this pitcher mound, she really needs to follow her release point here.
Not only that, do you teach your pitcher when the catcher misses the ball to come in
Absolutely.
case you run try and score?
You got a runner on 3 here. That's tough, especially with this backstop is huge.
Yes, it is.
3-0, don't help her.
Wait for a good one, Miranda.
Kind of actually shocked. She actually had a couple pass balls by her, while the runner on 3 has not ran home.
Exactly.
There's no coverage on the plate.
Kenzie, you keep those feet down, Kenzie. Keep those feet down and drive the ball.
I think you're right, Tim. This is going to be a high-scoring game.
Hey, 2 out. Run everything. Oh, my God.
I don't think she really anticipated on pitching this game today. I thought she was going to be on first with that pitcher, you know, getting into that accident.
If McKenzie gets a hit here, you watch her run. She'll be a second base before you know it. And she is not afraid to slide.
The crazy thing is she also plays Cleveland RBI, and they actually call her Happy Feet. She is going to run off. Good eye here. What was that count, Colin?
It is now 3-2.
Oh, I think that's 3-1. Ball's in the air.
Foul ball.
Go. Popped up, Kench. Popped up. Level swing, man. Stay forward a little bit.
I was right, Alicia. It's 3-2.
Really battling here in this box. Mackenzie really needs to stay in her zone.
Middle over, Kench.
So we have our first strikeout of the ball game. So they do pick up 5 runs. So 9-5. I don't know if that's a record for the most runs scored in 1 inning. We'll have to go back and look at our records. But, you know, we've been talking a little bit about the RBI, and first of all, I'd like to say congratulations. I know you're the new head coach of the Cleveland RBI girls.
Actually, assistant. So I'm second hand to our head coach. She's actually standing behind me.
She's standing behind us. What's her name?
We got Mary Caraballo here.
Mary Kay?
Mary Caraballo.
Does it mean that anybody that coaches in the RBI better speak Spanish first? Is that part of it?
You know, we're supposed to, but, you know, we just never do, though. English is, you know, much better.
Well, we want to talk to you in between an inning here for a second so I can get you guys together. Okay, so maybe after this inning, come over and sit where Cowan is just for a minute. I want to talk to you guys about the RBI, okay?
Of course, always.
Thank you.
Now we got the announcer throwing an umpire. What's going on?
Well,
it's actually pretty big. We actually had some RBI players on this team, both teams actually, that played last year. So you have a little bit of rivalry going against each other. They know the positions they actually play. You have Mackenzie on the mound. Actually, you have a lady on Bard who is a top hitter for Bard. And then you have Mackenzie, who actually played RBI as well. They're battling each other.
Didn't the catcher play?
Yeah, actually, you have Juju.
Yeah.
Now, when you played high school here, what team were you playing for at that time?
I actually played for St. Joseph Academy.
St. Joe High.
Go Jaguars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Out there on Rocky River Drive.
Shadow, heads up, Shadow.
So here we are. And I'm looking at number 1, Deshawn Terry. She singled and scored her first time up. She's on the Dean's list.
See, your career here wants to be an anesthesiologist. That is a tongue twister.
Yeah, I could tell.
But the good thing, though, is her favorite team is actually the Guardians.
Really?
I love that. I love that.
Represent your home team.
And you know, when I was looking at some of these, some of the kids were still referring to them as the Indians when they were telling us that.
We still do, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you too. Look at that lady sitting over there. She's got an Indians hat, old-time Indians hat. But I tell you what, 2 great organizations, they do a lot for the city of Cleveland. A lot.
They do.
Yeah. Well, I think we've been doing this thing at Cleveland State. I don't want to say how long. Mike might remember more than I, but it seems like it's been forever.
Oh, you had an error there on short. Not reading the play correctly here. She's got to get her glove down. It's extremely important. You got these girls running on these bags.
So
Mike said since he's been charged, it's been at least 15 years.
15 years, Mike.
Wow.
So Alani Rosario.
There she is running.
Wow.
Watch this play. This girl, the catcher, threw from her knees to throw her out.
She is one tough catcher.
Yes.
I wouldn't run on her
That's
if it
a
was me.
replay on that one.
Well, they wouldn't think that the umpires would miss a call like that. I mean, they're
See,
right.
here we go. See, Alicia? He's starting on the umpires.
Hey, if you see this at home, was that safe or out?
Keep it going, keep it going.
I'm sure she might watch that one back. Got a strikeout there. Mackenzie striking out the pitcher.
Settling down.
So now we have up the third baseman. Could you pronounce that name for me again?
See it. Oh, I'm sorry here. Alexaris Gonzalez. She is number 14, the twin of Karina Gonzalez.
I like when Edwin's here. He doesn't have a problem with the names.
Yeah, right.
Edwin understands all the
Hey, you know what? I'm doing my best here.
Our prayers are with you, Ed. You get well soon.
Yes.
I guarantee I picked up 3 stress hairs while you were out here today.
Edwin, I picked up the pizza, so don't worry about it. I got it.
So many pieces to the puzzle down here.
Oh! 3 up, 3 down. The Rhodes Rams seem to have settled in. So now joining us here is the head coach of the Cleveland RBI first-year head coach, Mary Caraballo. ¿Cómo está?
Hola, bien.
Yeah, that's about as far as I'm going to go because I get lost, you know?
Same, that's all I got.
Yeah. So obviously, both of you, I know you have to be excited. Obviously, after watching these games, there's a lot of teaching that's going to have to take place. A lot of these kids do play on the RBI. You know them. What is the best thing about RBI, and what should our folks know about it?
RBI is a great program. I mean, everyone that plays, the team, no one knows each other in the beginning. And at the end of the season, every season, they become family. And this year, I'm just so excited to work with these girls. So all these girls, they're eager to learn. They want to learn. And, I mean, we have 4 great coaches this year that are willing to be there and to help them every step.
And obviously, how do they find out about when they can try out? Where is that? When is it going to be?
So we actually have a tryout tomorrow, actually, at Gordon Park at 4:30. And then we also have another one. We're trying to do east side and west side, make it easier for everyone. Then we have one on the 31st of this month at Lowe's Park at 4:30.
At 4:30. Okay.
So you can actually, if you look on Cleveland Inspires on Instagram, or Cleveland Guardians, they actually posted us as well, all of our tryout dates from softball to baseball. Our registration is actually online, but you're more than welcome to come out and try out on those days. So again, we do have a tryout tomorrow, May.
And that's at Gordon? Yeah, well, this will be videotaped after, that's why I'm not focused too much on it. But yes, at the 31st, it should be on the air by then. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
31st at 4:30 at Lowe's Park.
Well, we're going to ask you to stick around a little bit, Mary, okay?
Sounds good.
Now, it doesn't mean you got to defend the umpires like Colin will, but that's okay.
You just better be paying attention because I'm gonna need the count real soon. I was kidding.
I got you, don't worry.
So, Peanut Martinez, 595, 25 hits. She also leads the team with 23 stolen bases. I'll tell you what, does this girl play RBI? Did she play RBI?
She played out. She tried out 2 years ago, but unfortunately she had scheduling issues, so she was unable to. And then last year she found about RBI tryouts too late, actually, so it sucked. We would love to have her.
Oh my Lord, she looks like one of those athletic kids.
You know, it's so crazy, especially with her height. You would think that she would be playing like a first base position, but she's at shortstop with that arm.
She has a cannon as an arm.
So 1 down. And now it's Juliana Rodriguez. They call her Juju, as you hear. She had 21 hits on the season.
Mary, Juju actually played last year with RBI. How'd she do?
Oh, she killed it at the plate, and she actually played third base for us, and she was a beast. Nothing got by her at third base. She's actually our 5th hitter, and let me tell you, at regionals, all she did was hit bombs.
Really?
She seems like an incredible player.
Now, where did they have the regionals last year?
Last year was at Chicago, same as this year. Gonna do Chicago one more year.
So when the kids go out of town, like on these regional tournaments, etc., is there a fee for the RBI?
RBI is absolutely free. The Guardians pay for everything: travel, hotel, food, uniform, anything you think of, Guardians pay for.
Wow.
We've actually gotten a lot of support within the past 3 years with the Cleveland Guardians.
Well, I guess I have to ask this question at the hotels where they stayed, and I'm going back before a long time. They used to have it where the parents couldn't really stay at that hotel where the teams were. Is that still the case?
We advise them that we really want the girls to just connect. We don't want parents on scene, so we don't enforce it, but usually parents, honestly, they listen to us. They want the best experience for the girls, so they let us just be alone in this hotel and let the girls have some fun. And it's a weekend free from kids free for that weekend from the parents, so.
I'm sure when they hear that, they're just like, oh, yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll see you at the game. You guys got it.
Yeah.
I mean, Chicago, it's a beautiful city, so much to see, too, so.
I mean, you see these bonds with these girls in the dugout especially. It's incredible, you know, the sportsmanship, especially from both teams. And that's exactly what we like to carry out here in RBI as well.
So a 2-1 count, 2 down. I think you nailed it when you said first inning jitters.
First
You
inning
can see it
jitters,
in
that's
both
for
of
sure.
them. They've really settled down after they got through that first inning.
I think the sun may have, where's the clouds covering the sun? Kind of calmed down. You got the wind, you got the nice breeze.
It's a beautiful day for softball.
Absolutely.
Trust me, if it's a 1-run game and there's a play being called, I guarantee you'll hear them. So she draws the walk.
Going.
Come on, Chelsea!
Doesn't seem like a lot of communication with their shortstop or anybody, saying it's just solo base though.
I don't know. Like, I don't think the catcher knew she stole.
Yeah.
You need that energy on the field. You need to communicate. You know what I mean?
But hey, Rhodes is being aggressive. 2 outs down. They need that runner scoring position.
Now, Mary, when you played high school, where did you play at?
So I went to St. Joe's and I played all 4 years there.
St. Joe Academy?
Yep.
Am I correct? You're both Catholic?
Yes.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy
And
Spirit.
the Holy Spirit.
Thank you, Lord.
That's what I told them.
I am so happy to see you guys giving back.
Oh, I love it.
I mean, it's just...
You know what is so crazy, especially Mary and I played for our city recreations in the summer. I remember playing at 13. That's when I started, and I had my championship games on TV 20. Extremely important, and then we got into RBI. Both of us at the same year, playing 4 years. And the first thing we wanted to do was give back. Give back to the softball community. Got another walk here. Runners on 1 and 2.
Okay, Madeline Landingham. She walked and was thrown out at second on a fielder's choice. And Cheryl popped that one up to end the inning. So, common denominator, no runs scored in both of those innings. We're matching that part up. So obviously, isn't it a little different role dealing as the coach versus the player? and when you're looking at RBI, I mean, I'm sure, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but I remember RBI, you must have had 1,000 people. I don't want to say 1,000. There was a lot of parents that came there, and they always told you, this is we got the best kid here. You know, they want to tell you who to pick and all that. Do you find that more as a coach?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Say every time. Honestly, the parents are the worst, man. The kids, they just want to play their heart, like they try their hearts, play their hearts out and everything. And you know what? Parents are like, oh yeah, my kids are the best. But honestly, it's not always about the best. It's about who tries the hardest and who gives it the all. Because you know, you have some players that are really good, just born with talent. But then you have those players that work hard every day, and they deserve that spot. Because you know, every time they're on that field, they're going to give it their all.
There you go, kiddo.
Absolutely not in that position. That's why I always say, hey, listen, it's confident, not cocky. You'll never win if you're cocky. You know, you really have to be confident in yourself and confident in your team, because that's the way, you know, there is no I in team here on this field, especially. You really got to play together to get this win.
I agree.
I always used to say when I was a coach, somebody taught me this a long time ago. They said, listen, Tim, coaches lose, but players win. Every time the players win, you got a great team and they're great players. No matter what sport it is, it's always that way.
Right.
You know, if you lose, then the first one they want to point is that the coach didn't do this.
Yeah, or why didn't you play my kid over this one?
So if you got to have that toughness in you also to be smart enough to know in your heart you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And I know you two are going to do great. I really am excited.
Appreciate that, Tim. Appreciate it. Very excited for this year. Ooh.
Ooh.
Pick it up, pick it up.
Our first attempted bunt. That was Ariana Dulick. She walked and scored her first time up.
She's quick, man. She got that on that line quick.
Now look what she picked for a career. Can you explain how those two come even close?
Yeah, so honestly, she has a pediatrician or a lawyer.
There you go!
Can you be a lawyer for pediatricians?
You probably are saying, well, I'm going to make the most money with those two professions.
Hey, but look, here it is again. Her favorite team is the Guardians. We had a lot of Guardians fans on here. I think looking like our whole.
I'm trying to find some hitters. That's what I'm trying to find. We need some hitters down there right now.
Right.
They'll come around. They'll come around, waiting for it to warm up a little bit.
Yeah.
Heck, we were playing in, 35 or 40-degree weather the other day. I'm like, man, and that's at night?
Right, as they say, they're like, welcome to Cleveland. You got your 4 seasons in a day.
Oh, yeah. It's the best.
Let's go, Kansas!
So, right after we get to the end here, I'm just going to ask you one more time to let the folks know at home where they can look to find out where those tryouts are and the tryout that's happening on the 31st and when it is, so they at least can get that information, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Oh, so close. That was a nice try.
I blame the camera. Take out the camera, man.
For real. He didn't even flinch. He didn't even care.
As we always say, ball first.
Mackenzie's locking down on this mound.
She's got 2 outs right now, I believe.
So Aaliyah Marche, she's been hit by a pitch and scored, singled and scored.
She really came out here in the first inning, you know, with intensity. She ran around those bases like she really wanted. She really needed that run. Really need to score. Score first.
She's one of their co-captains, and she's been on the dean's list over at Bard. And I like the way that career she picked.
A successful educator. That's what we need.
We do.
Successful educators.
We need those. We need people that can teach, develop, and help. She almost made a great play. You got to give her credit for the hustle.
That was great effort. So close.
I know it's a little tough on her too. Great play, a little squeeze a little harder a bit.
So close.
Really like this girl's helmet here. I think it says Bam Bam. She's ready to hit. In the air, you got
good communication right there with at least with the catcher and the pitcher.
I think third base missed a little bit. You got these fans. They're really loud back here. They couldn't really hear us on the comm.
It's a really good crowd.
So tell us a little bit. When's the next tryout that they can attend, and also how would they find out about it?
So tryouts will be May 31st at Lowe Park at 4:30. You can register by going to either the ClevelandGuardians.com on the webpage. There's actually an RBI link right there. Shows us like all the videos and everything about RBI. And also if you follow Cleveland Inspires on Facebook or Instagram, they have the link registered there too.
Well, listen, good luck.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Listen, it's rained enough in the spring, so you should be in good shape.
I'm hoping. I'm ready to start.
Again, the head coach and the assistant coach for the Cleveland RBI. And folks, if you have not tried it, I strongly recommend you give it a try. I think your kids are going to come out not just as better softball players, but as better young ladies. Thank you. I'm trying to see if you see my
my umpire here. Where's my?
He's with the baby right now, you know?
Oh, is he? Hey, Ron.
So here we are. Got 9 to.
After this inning, I'd like President to come up so we can talk to her.
After this inning?
This inning, yeah.
I got you.
Okay?
I got you.
Got a tough throw down here.
I want you to know while you were gone, I did not say one bad word about an umpire, Mr. Robertson.
It's because there are no close calls.
I thought I had. I was looking off the board, but I thought we had 1, 2, 3. No, we had 5 runs. It is 5. Yeah, the guys in the truck. Hey, Spotter.
He fixed it.
Tell them it's 5 runs, so you can correct it on the. They're correcting it.
There we are. Got to give credit where credit's due.
Thank you.
This girl's are.
So, where we are in the bottom of 3.
Bottom of 3 already?
How long were you gone, Colin? Come on.
2 or 3 days at least.
Now, if they
you got a stolen base. Yeah, the catcher fumbled the ball behind the plate a little bit, taking advantage.
Now, if we get about 8 more walks when you sit here,
you will.
I'll probably don't do that. They seem to settle in and relax themselves a little bit.
This game isn't over, I'm telling you.
Oh, heck.
Really late on
I guess
that.
the question is how many runs. That's the question.
Exactly.
But it's great when you look out here and you see all the support and all the people that come out and support the kids on this type of thing.
You should really see the group behind us. There's so many people here today.
Nice play.
So Trinity grounds out to the second baseman for the first out.
You're talking about support. When I see parents in between games and stuff, I thank them for coming out and supporting their kids. I really do.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. So Mike, I wanted you to know that probably of all the years we've done this, probably at least 3 or 4, I guarantee at least 3 to 10 have said, hey, I played at Cleveland State University Field. Oh, you played at that college? Oh, they're thinking they're playing. So.
Big strike there. You know, actually thinking, especially being on the field, a college field especially, there's a lot of intimidation. You almost feel like you're in that college series moment.
3-1 count, up high, ball 4.
Almost put in yourself in these college players' positions. Then you look at this field and you're like, this is huge.
Did you ask Mary the count when she was over here?
I don't think I got to. Not gonna lie.
I tell you, here's the thing. The trick to all that, read the scoreboard.
Oh, sorry.
On top, yeah. Right under Vikings.
Hey, listen, there was the last time I asked him the count, and he said it was 3-2.
And I was trying to tell you.
Catch me once.
But yeah, I mean, they only want you to learn 1,000 things the first day.
Yeah.
But yeah. What a community event.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, yeah, look at the people. You're right, look at them all here. Your sister's here too with the baby.
Yeah, she actually is. She's wearing her RBI alumni shirt, repping the big dogs out here. You know, Mackenzie's in this box and she really wants redemption here. She really wants to hit. She is.
Tina, you shoot that where you're supposed to. Let's go.
I was gonna say, is you got bases loaded.
3 walks
These
in a
girls
row.
want to run.
Told you, I figured it out.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Look at the speed. Look at the speed on this. Peanut already rounding. She's going home. She's going home. What an incredible hit. It's tough for that right fielder as well, trying to read that ball in the air.
A grand slam.
It's really tough, especially you don't want to run out with your glove so open. You want to time that ball, especially
You
get
would like
in
her
front of
to
it.
circle it and keep it in front, but so as Conlon would say, we are tied in the bottom of 3.
As I said in the first inning, they're never out of it.
Never. We did say Peanut was a big hitter.
Yes.
I think she had I think right there was her 10th home run. Was that?
Yeah.
10th home run for the season.
What a time to hit it.
What a time. I'm sure that dugout is going crazy right now.
And Juju right here can hit it just as far.
I'm actually looking for one over the wall. That'd be intense, wouldn't it?
I'd like to see that.
Right?
I would like to see that.
I just thought you saw enough runs for a short time you've been sitting
Well, we're not
here.
done, Tim.
Okay.
The final is going to be 39-38.
Yeah, for sure. Quick conversation on this mound real quick. Just tell him, you know, follow that release point, take a deep breath. Only in the 3rd.
Thank you. We're only in the 3rd, Alicia. Thank you very much.
What time is it, Collins?
It is now, let's see.
I was gonna say there
10
is
after 6.
was no concession stand here. Looking for that box of pizza or a hot dog.
I was at a concession stand this morning.
Really?
Yes, I had to bring pizza here. Edwin couldn't make it.
We miss you, Edwin. Do you hear us here?
Oh my God.
Here's a steal throwdown. Looked like a tough slide. That one looked like it hurt a little bit. Way to get dirty. Got one out here. Ball game is tied.
Ciela Lopez, the third baseman. She's reached on an error and scored and walked.
When you talk to the RBI team, Alicia, the boys, have them make cheers like the girls do.
You know what? I always try to get them to cheer. And the crazy thing is, you know, we really do support one another, especially when we're out in regionals. But the guys will come out usually to our championship games or whatever games that they can make it to. And all of a sudden, I'm like, they're cheering with us. They're rattling the stands. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's the intensity we needed. You know, we can't be the only loud ones out here. I gotta talk to Corey.
Yes, you do. Talk to Leroy. Leroy could do it.
I'm sure Leroy would go. Give him some drumsticks, tell him beat on a bucket a little bit. Give me some rhythm. Look at that big lead off. Got a big lead off on second. Hey, if it was me, I'd do that delayed steal.
There you go.
I think that's one thing this season, you know, coming out to all these CMSD games and taking a look at these kids, I have yet to see a delayed steal in the game. Especially pitchers putting her head down.
This sheet looks awful familiar in the first inning all over again. Madeline Landingham, she has walked. She was thrown out at second on a field, no, she was forced out on a fielder's choice, and she popped out to third.
Again, this is our senior. We do have a senior here. It's a big game, big moment. Bases loaded. I'm sure she really wants to see something fly. Ooh.
Look at her career she took.
Film production. Hey, you never know. What's so crazy is all these kids on social media now.
Yeah.
TikTok stars. You never know, it all starts there. All it starts is the camera. Here she is, she can start her film production with TV 20.
There you go.
Let's get her an application.
They have interns that come in, and they let them volunteer and learn the system.
Here we are. Lady Rams are taking the lead here. We did have a tough start to the first inning.
And got a new pitcher coming in.
I believe this is number 36. Angelina Petrie. She has her sister out there in center, number 4.
Yeah.
What a pitch. Really setting the intensity of the second half of this game.
See, in that situation, if he'd have taken that pitcher out and put her on the bench, she's done for the day. He put her at first base, this way she can come back in and pitch.
Oh, okay.
36 is in for number 5 in the 5th, in the 9th batting spot. 36 for 5 in the 9th batting spot.
Okay, thank you.
At 36 for 5.
Yeah, they took the first baseman.
36 is good.
I actually spoke to her parents a couple games ago. She's a sophomore, and her sister is a junior, yeah.
She's got a little bit of get up on her pitch.
Right?
It's amazing how girls this old, say a sophomore, where did they learn to pitch?
You know, it's actually really tough, and that's something that we struggled with too. You know, finding these pitching coaches. You know, a lot of the things that, you know, especially with the coaches, me, like I'm more of infield, outfield, but going to a pitching in the mound, that's extremely tough. A lot of it is YouTube, learning from other people. It's not easy, I will say it's not easy.
There you go. What?
That is the first strikeout for her.
Well, folks, we do want to remind you, or we want to let you know, we're going to have a that's 2 down. Oh, it should be 3 outs, right?
3 outs right there. And you know what, Colin's going back to that. Here it is again. There was that late slide. Coming in.
Colin Desiree's coming in. We're going to bring in the CMSD Commissioner of Interscholastic Athletics to join us. And
Don't worry, I'll leave
it.
Okay. Got Rhodes up 10-9. What are we going to see here? They're going to hold them 1, 2, 3. They're going to let some runs slide.
So first of all, our guest is the Commissioner of Interscholastic Athletics, Desiree Powell.
Hey, everybody.
And before we even begin, I want to talk to you about your league director, Ron Johnson. He deserves to get a few more hairs with all the rain we put up with this season alone.
Yes, yes. How we get any spring sports done is a miracle to me.
It is. It is.
Every year we go through this. We need a dome.
That's what we need.
We need a dome, Cleveland.
I'd even just take a few turf fields if that'll help.
We got to have a quick conversation with these Guardians. Build us a
We're
dome.
working on it. Believe me, we're working on it. But obviously, every year as we come at this time of the year and you sit out here and you got to be impressed with the community support.
My next question was going to be, where's our next venue? Because obviously we have definitely outgrown this.
Yeah.
We have outgrown this. There is nowhere to sit, nowhere to stand. The babies are in their little strollers. I mean, there's nowhere to sit. We need another place.
Let me tell you, the kids love playing here.
I know they do. It's beautiful.
I was just telling Mike Lato from Cleveland Side. I said, Mike, they're going to say they were on. I played softball in that college field over there.
Yeah.
Oh, the kids are going to think, well, I played college softball.
Oh, yes. This is a wonderful experience for them. And I was overhearing some parents in the background, you know, they played turf during the season. They come here, they're playing the championship in the dirt. So they have to be versatile and everything. But they don't get this opportunity all the time. So they're making use of it. They're enjoying it. They're obviously having fun. And the skill level is obviously getting better year after year. So that's what I'm grateful about. Nice hit.
Got a big play there. Got a short throw to first. I think she extended a little bit too early on first there. That's the problem, you know, when you extend a little too early, you're kind of stuck in that strung out position that you can't reach for that ball.
Yeah. Well, I was always the shortstop that overthrew first base all the time, so I couldn't tell you.
You just needed a taller first baseman, that's what it was.
That is true, that is true.
Well, obviously, I guess the first thing I'd like to talk about is the relationship that CMSD has had for numerous years here. Being able to play that your CMSD girls fast pitch softball that's kind of like it's getting longer than I am pretty soon, but we've been around such a long time, and our special thanks, I've mentioned it to Mike, but I mean, realistically, for the kids to play on a field like this is something special.
Yes, yes. I have to give credit, working in collaboration with you and the recreation department and all of our partners, and trying to train our coaches better so that they can work with our kids better and advance them better, get them better exposure out of season with other coaches so that we're all on the same page, so they're hearing the same message most of the time. It's nice when you can see some of the pieces coming together, and you can see teams building across the city instead of just one area of the city. So it's slowly coming together in all the different sports, and that's what I love about it. And to just see that the interest here, it just keeps building and rising, is just phenomenal. And where we're losing female sports and participants in other sports, it has not hit in softball yet to a major degree. I mean, it's hitting in a lot of areas, but we still have the girls out there playing, you know what I mean? So.
And I think the Alicia is one of the coaches with the RBI this summer.
Okay.
And so is Mary Caravello. And we talked about, teaching the fundamentals and all that. But I've always said that once we get into that off season, into the fall, and trying to find those kind of people to do those clinics, that's a challenge. There's not that many around that you can say, hey, we need you to do it, because some are back, like her, probably back at college, can't do it at that time or do it this time or whatever, but we would have to, that's, to me, I just believe that if we don't, we made strides, you're 100% correct, we've made strides. But we gotta find some more people to help us.
Yeah, so those of you at home that are listening, believe me, you're always needed, no matter what level we're talking about. So the youth always need you. So if you can help us in this area or in the T-ball area or the boys baseball area, and I'm going to learn these RBI coaches even better this year, because I'm really going to be invested in the RBI season this year. I'll be going to their games more often, and I even plan to go out of town this year. So,
can't wait.
Yeah.
I just want you to know where they had the last regional.
Where was it, Florida?
Chicago.
Chicago, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'd rather go to a warmer place, as long as it's warm.
Listen, we're going to the World Series. I can say that.
She's already planning we're going to Florida.
We're going to Florida,
Forget the regional. We're going to next.
We're going to Florida.
Yeah, warm is nice.
I will say, though, especially, I will say that what you said again, we do need players or parents at home to basically come back into the community and help us out. A big thing this year, especially with the Guardians, is we're running clinics throughout the winter. We're taking up, extra players and taking them on tournaments on the weekends. Some of these kids that are not even playing for RBI this season, we're having an extended roster, taking them to these tournaments, exposing them to the talent and everything that's basically out there in the travel community, because the travel community is completely different. But you know what? That's the thing. That's the one thing that changes the game for them. They see that intensity. They see, the talent all around, and they're like, oh my gosh. It builds that momentum that when they come back to their school, they're like, come to RBI, play this, come to these clinics. Let's go back to that fundamentals.
And I need that across the board, whether it's baseball, softball, or anything, because what I'm also seeing when I went to some of the championship games or the playoff games in volleyball, boys volleyball, for instance, recently, Senate versus Senate, confidence is there, just like you see the confidence is here.
Right.
But when we play someone outside of the Senate, it's like, do I deserve to be out here?
Yeah.
They freak out a little bit.
They really do. They get intimidated with those bigger schools.
But have no need to. And that's what we need to tell them, because it's like, wait a minute, you deserve to be out here just like they are. Where's the confidence you have when it was Senate versus Senate? You can be out here with them just that. So that's why they need that exposure.
Right. Yeah. And especially with these clinics, bringing these clinics in, like I said, going back to those fundamentals, advancing those skill sets so that by the time, when they really do come out, they are more confident in themselves, putting more confidence in their teammates and everything beyond there.
Now, I do want you to know, I did check into one thing. Now this is Mary Caraballo.
Hey.
She's the head coach. And this is Alicia Ortiz. So my first question is, do they have to speak Spanish to make this team? They said, absolutely not. Not a problem. We got it.
That's the crazy thing. Honestly, you know what? Going back, I've actually used apps to communicate with, you know, with kids that their first language is Spanish.
Yes.
You know, and I'm 100% Puerto Rican. You probably may have never thought, like, you see my last name and you're like, okay, she is an Ortiz. You would think I spoke Spanish. I will say I can understand it way better than I can speak it. And I wish, you know, I really do wish that I would have came back and I try to focus back on my Spanish because my whole family speaks it. But especially with RBI, you know, we do get these kids out here that their first language is Spanish.
Oh, I get people come up to me all the time speaking Spanish, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're just like, hold on, I'm pulling up the app. I got to work on my Duolingo over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mary, would you like to say something to her? Here, I'm gonna let you grab my set just for a minute. I talk to her too much as it is now.
You know, I really wish. I mean, unfortunately, I'm half Puerto Rican, but my dad never taught us. My whole family, we don't speak it, and it sucks because, like, when I go to my parents, my dad's side of the family, I'm just sitting there because I have no clue anything. I even took 3 years of Spanish and still nothing.
Well, me too. I take it all the time, thinking, oh, I'm going to be fluent, and I can't. You know. Yeah.
I'm a police officer, and even a lot of people, I work for the 3rd, and a lot of people speak Spanish, and they're like, oh, you're Hispanic, right? I'm like, yeah, but can't understand it or speak it. And I'm pulling out my phone using Google Translate every time.
Yep. But I'm ready. I'm ready to learn the road myself this year. So
you said you want to go to Chicago.
I want to go everywhere.
She wants to. She actually said that she wants to come and attend a lot of our games.
I'll definitely let you know the schedule of all of our tournaments and stuff. That'd be awesome.
We do have 4 additional tournaments this year that we're actually participating in.
Okay.
Not even, you know, that's outside of reach, like our RBI.
Good. Let me know.
Yeah, absolutely. I think first weekend that we're starting off is June 7th.
Okay.
Yeah, June 7th. We're
June 9th. June 9th, bud.
June 9th.
What?
I remember when we were at RBI, we were in LA and we were playing in a World Series one night, and Leroy was sitting next to me, and he was getting all upset. We were just watching the game. And then I didn't understand a word of Spanish what they were saying. He said, if you had known that, you would be just as mad as I am. But no, seriously, I am so excited about the coaches we got and the mission we're on, and we want to be there. You know, and our big mission is obviously Cleveland and CMSD. And these are the kids that need it the most. They really do.
Yes. And we wouldn't be here without all the people that put their arms around us. So we're grateful, believe me.
And, you know, some of you would say, and I'm going to make Alicia answer this, what is the difference between a summer coach just coaching versus RBI? What is it that we're teaching besides the normal sport?
There's some things that a lot of our summer coaches, you know, when we do coach RBI, we'll speak on like RBI mostly. When we're out there, we're really focusing on the advancement of fundamentals because we're breaking it down a little bit more, making them learn the game a little bit more in an intense atmosphere so that when we're actually out there, they're not intimidated. They're not afraid. We play the same ball game as them, and we might run it better. So honestly, you know, getting the experience of girls that have seen travel ball, have coached and played, especially, like you get more of an experience out of the summer.
And the one thing I've loved about it is it is not just the game.
Yes.
They're spending time teaching life skills, life lessons. You know?
Yes.
Now, I'm just trying to, I'm glad Colin's standing behind me here. I don't want to say nothing. We're on a streak here.
I was going to say, do you hear the intensity behind me? I feel like it's through my mic.
Oh, my gosh.
I do agree, though. We're running out of space over here.
Yes.
Big hit to right. I think she can't believe she caught that.
Well, she did.
She actually looked at her glove like, is it there?
I don't want to say why. I'm just going to keep this high pen moving.
Going back to summer coaches as well, though, a lot of summer coaches are volunteers. You know, there are a lot of parents that, you know, we get a lot of volunteers and parents that think that they know the game, and then when they come out there, there's not. Just need a little bit more knowledge.
Right.
And a lot of times their parents, they just
drop in there.
Oh, nice! That was nice.
What a play out of that second baseman.
Nice job. That's what we need more of, for them to have the confidence to go out there and do that and know they can do it. That was nice.
Well, I just want to make a point here. They're playing great defense, and they ain't walking nobody.
You know, yeah, you get this new pitcher on the mound. I'm kind of questioning as to why she didn't start today's game. You know, you have this height on first right now. That's big. You know, she has very long legs, and that was great for me as well, being a first baseman. I could lunge. You know, I was out there. There it is, 2 for 2.
Whoa! Oh! Somebody's playing some defense.
This ball game just changed right now. The intensity is unreal.
Wow.
Leilani Petrie came in from center field to play second base, and what a great move. They have played tremendous. So 10-9, we're going into the top of the 5th. We're hoping to stand just for a little bit longer. So obviously, I know we'll be over at Progressive Field very shortly, another week. And we always talk about the teams that have won their championships for CMSD the entire year. And overall, with everything that's taken place, it seems like it's been a pretty resilient year, and everything's gone well.
Coming back from COVID, we have been on a steady increase in the talent and skill level of our kids displaying in all of our sports. So I've really been happy with that. And with the outcome and the support we're getting from parents in all of our sports. And as you know, all across the country, with the increase of support, you also have increase of issues. But we have not had what a lot of other districts have had to work and deal with. So I'm just grateful that even from middle school on up, and with me making the change of allowing sixth graders to work with our 7th and 8th graders, that is showing dividends in them getting their skill development even more developed, so that they're ready by the time they get to high school. And yes, it's hurting me because we have talent that goes outside of CMSD, but I think as we continue on in our high school journey, parents will see that with Say Yes and the skill level and the talent that we're bringing to the table, it warrants them to stay in Cleveland, and their kids will benefit from it. Not only from the Say Yes, from the academic side and the financial aid side of financial yes, but also of scholarships and things they can get athletically with the combines and stuff we do. So I'm happy with the way we've come out of COVID.
Well, that's great news to hear. That COVID knocked this whole world for a loop.
Yes.
It really did. That's extremely important, though. Having these 6th graders not working with 7th and 8th graders. These are people that they look up to. They're upperclassmen.
It's brought more excitement into the K-8 buildings now, and it's brought more parents and kids out, and it's starting to churn a little.
Good.
So that's what
just
we
need
want.
those wheels to keep on going. Nice bunt on the field. Ooh,
wow!
Nice.
What a tough out right there. That was speed against speed with that ball.
Any hint of hesitation, that would have been a change.
Woo.
Oh, wow.
What a play right there. Bunt on the third base line.
So now we're looking at number 336. This is our 36 is the
This is actually
Angelina Petrie.
It's their pitcher that came in.
Yes. She's the sister of number 4.
Yep.
Oh, now we have the sisters talking.
Yeah. We actually have a lot of sisters on Bard. We have the twins. We have this sister group, the 36 number 4. I believe we do have another one out here. I believe there's sisters on probably on the other team.
Nice pitch.
Got a twin sister, and then we've got a sophomore, junior sister.
So she draws the walk.
This is actually number 11, second baseman. She had 2 big plays that last inning.
She thought about it for a minute there.
Got a big leadoff, but I will say Juju behind the plate, I'd be afraid of her.
Yeah, she
will throw down. There's a small leadoff after that one, after that look down.
Uh-huh. She did stare her down.
So Alante, or Shay, she's been on base all 3 times.
Oh, no. That's poor communication right there with your second and first baseman. Got to call off, see who's getting it, who has coverage on these bases right now. This is a very close game.
Feel like I'm watching the Laker-Denver game from last night.
Yeah, right. The Lakers get knocked out, got swept.
Yep.
That's out. I was gonna say, you have enough fans in that on that stand.
Now I want you to be careful, Des. You got the president of the umpire standing right behind us, so I want you to know that he's walked away.
Nice hit.
She has had one.
That was a solid hit.
Solid
hit.
He's in there.
Solid hit.
Oh, my Lord, my Lord. That's a base hit.
Nice, solid
Run
hit.
score, we're tied again.
Yeah, she got all of that.
Now, what Colin would be saying right now is, I told you there's going to be a lot more scoring before this is done.
He'd say that, huh?
Yeah. The last time they played it was 16-15.
I told you, it was an intense game. It was that second
and then the game before that, it was 11-7, the first game of the year.
Oh, wow.
So, and the other team won, so they're evenly matched.
Oh, yeah, so they got history.
They were tied, you know, the majority of their season in first place.
And see, since COVID and since Bard is the most recent school to join the Senate, it's just awesome. Uh-oh.
What a hit out of the top hitter. That is Eleni Calderon with a double.
It's awesome to see how strong Bard has participated in all sports across the entire athletic year and have had championships in a variety of sports to be such a new school in the Senate.
I will say, for me, being the first year, you know, watching them, they are incredibly talented.
They have been showing up all across the board out of every different season in championships.
Yeah, I'm glad she's...
Got Bard taking back this lead right now, 12-10.
That was a nice pitch. So when are we going to get the equipment to see how fast they're pitching?
Oh, when are we?
Yes. Gotta
when
get a gun back
when
here.
we get our next budget.
Okay. That'll be our new piece. See how fast they're all pitching.
Take your time, Kenzie, don't rush.
You know, this is actually Mackenzie's first year on the mound. She's normally the shortstop, but she actually had to learn how to pitch for this season.
How long does it normally take someone to learn how fast pitch?
I would give it a month, or I would give it like 2 months for structure to, you know, actually find your rise ball, your curveball, and everything beyond that. Give it a couple of weeks, especially, you know, training. It's a lot on an arm, especially for somebody who's not used to it.
What year is she?
This is number 2.
Yeah.
She is a junior.
Junior?
Yes.
Okay. I hope they train somebody else to come up behind her. Ooh.
Get at her, Kenzie! Yeah,
See, second out. So now it's Peanut Martinez, 11th grader.
We got Alani Rosado in the box right now.
Who? Number 10, right?
Yep, Alani Rosado.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong team. Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Got a lot of scoring, a lot of papers back here. This is, or now, she was the pitcher, now she's on first base. See, you see what I'm saying about the height?
Oh my God.
She is tall.
Come on, Juju, swing!
Oh, I know what I did here. Okay, listen, I'm playing.
It ain't over.
Whoa.
Gosh, the girl behind me scared me. She yelled so loud. Ooh, I thought I was going to be hit by the pitch. I was like, oh my gosh. I will say, especially being tall, your strike zone is so big. That is something that I battled with, especially being someone who's very tall, you know, being 5'10". I had a very large.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What a hit, though.
They should.
Big double here.
So this one scored. And now it's Alani Rosado. All right.
This was Alexis
14.
Alexaris Gonzalez. This is one of the twins here. Got another run scored.
That's right. That's right. I forgot to make that down. Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Here we have number 3.
She just got a hit too, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Number 3,
Whatever
Ariana
happened to them take a
Dulick.
pitch for a second. Okay, so we got that. All right, now we should have number 3, right?
Yep.
Yep. And she just got, that's the third out.
Okay, ground out.
What a tough inning here. Rhodes really needs to get in their zone, find their spirits. This is one thing I believe that they were worried about, these coaches.
4 runs.
You know, losing focus, losing that confidence on the field.
And this one scored. So
These girls are a little bit down. I think they need a quick pep talk.
that's the 5.
It's hard sometimes because the momentum shifts so much and so fast. You've got to be just as quick to be able to bounce back.
These girls really got to stay aggressive right now. Game's not over.
Let me pick on a sport just for a second, because they made you work a long time this year. Going on a lot of trips in the cold weather. Mr. Ginn over at Glenville with that football team. Holy samole.
Wait until next season.
Really?
I already have a trip planned for that.
Yeah. Well, you better have a warm coat. That's what I can warn you about.
Yes, it was a wonderful season, a wonderful ending. First one ever for the district, so that was a mighty win. And
I won't even ask you how many called you up and said, "Can you get me a ticket?"
yeah, I hid myself from a lot of people at that game, and I squeezed myself onto I sat in the stands until the fourth quarter, and then I said, I'm going to be on the sidelines when this happens. And I got out there on the fourth quarter so I could be on the sidelines and say, I was out there when it happened. So it was a great feeling, and it's brought a lot of momentum and spirit back to the district. And I think a lot of coaches, too, are now like, okay, well, if he could do it, he's wanted to do it for a long time. He's come mighty close. He's this, he's that. But he actually got it done this time. So it's like, you know what? We could do it, too. And, I mean, we've got such a younger breed of coaches coming on board, too, that have a different mindset. And it's bringing a whole different spirit into the whole, you know, the Senate was a Senate, and you can never replace the solid gold that it was. So you shouldn't even try. So now we're bringing it a different way because you can never beat what you had. So now we just have to bring a different level and a different way, and I think that's what we're doing. And of course, you know, next week is states for track, and we'll see if they could do that back to back.
Oh, Lordy, Lord,
yeah,
here we go.
Yeah, and he's in the same division for football next year.
Who was warning me about the track was LaDonna.
Yes.
She said they got some people that can run.
Oh, yeah. I've already got my hotel room for the weekend. I am situated to be there. And I actually went to talk to the girls, the relay girls from JFK today, to make sure that they knew that the city is behind them because they're progressing.
Are you okay, partner?
Yeah, I was actually trying to see if one of the players' moms was here, but I didn't even realize on the opposite side of this dugout.
Oh, there's another set of stands
There's
over
another
there.
set of stands.
Yes.
That is
Let them
just
stay
like
down
over
there.
Down
Listen, we got enough over here now. We don't
Oh
need-
my gosh, how intense. I only thought it was the group behind us.
No.
Oh my goodness.
There's another set on both sides.
Wow. I think literally beyond each dugout,
I
there's
thought we were
probably
safe at this spot. That's what I was saying.
there's probably about 20 to 30 people on each side of the dugout.
Yes.
How intense.
Yes.
Love the outcome of this championship game here at CSU.
Yes.
So is there anything you would like to share with the, and I've heard Colin Robertson say this 1,000 times over, is the key to those programs are the coaches. If the coaches, you don't have the coaches, it's not going to happen.
It's the coaches, and what I would say to the parents, the sooner you can expose your child to a lot of experiences, sports, whatever it is, the sooner they get exposed at a younger age, the better it will be for your child overall, as well as team sports and the things that they can get from participating in all the things they can do in school.
What a play. Hard
Because
hit.
the kids that they're competing against nowadays are being exposed at the age of 3, 4, and 5.
Now,
and don't get me started on
Hard
name,
hit
image,
there.
and likeness.
And see, I think when you say that, there's a thing at the end of that tunnel. And it's always, and I always believe this, we're always trying to create memories for them so that when they come back, they will say, I remember when they did this. And I don't think the ladies that are here today that we've talked to already, if they didn't have that experience, I don't think they would have been here to say, I want to give back.
Correct. And I'll even go way back before then, because I remember back when I was growing up, that it used to be said, especially when you went to phys ed class and stuff, you need to learn how to play volleyball because when you go to your family reunion, you can at least play volleyball. You know?
Yeah.
It used to be said like that back in the day. That's how old we are. And you just need to be exposed so that you can say, I tried it. And then if you like it, then you know what you want to try to do. But if you've never tried it, you don't know if you have that talent and gift that could take you to the next level. So I would really stress to the parents, expose your child to as many things as possible. And everything does not have a cost to it. If you look, there are things out there, as we all know.
Yes, absolutely.
Recreation, City of Cleveland, everything. There are some free things that these kids could be getting into that are solid, that are credible, that these kids could be doing that could help them tremendously.
I will say, you know, I was somebody that took like took up those free opportunities. You know, I played in rec ball. I played in rec ball since I was 13. I played for gunning, and I played all the way till I was 19. And then, you know what, when I wanted that more competitive level, I took myself to the RBI tryout, and I used my free opportunities. But I will say, the intensity in those rec games when I played, they were hot.
Yeah.
It was incredible, and that's what made me, you know, choose softball over the other sports that I actually played.
Well, we're going to bring Colin in here in a minute because we definitely.
Because he's got to.
Yeah, I definitely got him to talk. I need to talk to him about an issue that is very dear to my heart right now. I was going to say wait for one more out, but I'm hoping. Let's just see.
Okay.
He knows what I'm laughing about.
Oh, okay.
Oh, clean play.
Good
She's
play.
scoring. This is tough.
All right.
I would have.
She broke the string. You broke the string. Okay, get him in here. I'm so lost. What's going on? I can't even keep up.
As of right now, we have Trinity Manuel, number 3, your left fielder, up in the box. She is number 3. She's running.
Mr. Umpire.
Oh, yeah, I'm back. Yeah.
Welcome back. Listen, we've been talking about with CMSD, obviously, and we talk about this all the time about how they have careers, but realistically, we never talked about people that. The first thing we're trying is get some young umpires, and how can they go about, you know, if somebody's watching and say, hey, we need umpires, you know.
What a play right there on the field.
Here we go.
You actually had a small hit to the pitcher.
What do you people think at home?
Look at that, Colin. You have your second base umpire out there talking to the first baseman.
They don't even give us the replays anymore.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Telling her what she did wrong. She actually jumped up, caught the ball, and by the time she had her feet planted, she was safe on first. This is big.
Back to your question about becoming an umpire. You have to take your Ohio high school test, which is online. And then after you're done with that, then you have to come to an association like the Greater Cleveland Umpires. And we'll train you everything you're supposed to know in the field. The test is online. You take it at your leisure, and then you join an association. We assign you the games. But the thing is, you have to make the effort to take the test. And it's not a hard test. I mean, there's people out there that think they know everything about rules and stuff like that. Until you get into the rule book and start reading, you don't. You don't know. What's the biggest thing about you when you were coaching? Infield fly rule, balk, and those are the big things that you have to watch for. The infield fly rule is probably the easiest rule in baseball, softball, if you know it. If you don't, you're going to argue it. Yeah, you've got to get online to Ohio High School website.
Okay.
Sign up for that. Take that test. We'll teach you everything else you need to know from there as far as positioning and things like that.
So, folks, let me just throw this out as a trivia question, and Colin can tell us in a little bit. If you were doing a youth recreational baseball game,
yes,
and these are kids like 10, 11, only one umpire, what are they getting paid? Are they getting paid?
They're getting
30,
paid $80.
30, 40, or 80? Now that he said it.
Well, if it's one umpire, it's 120.
Yeah. And if in the junior league, the teenage levels, that's true. When you have two umpires, somebody doesn't show, now you're making like what he's talking about, $120.
So what Colin and Tim are basically telling me is that I need to go online. I need to take this test.
Correct.
And I'll see you on the field, Colin.
I can't wait to work with you.
See, the crazy thing, I don't even want to say Colin's age, but he was umpiring games when I was on the field.
I'm not that old. I look good for 72, but bad for 39. And Tim's favorite thing when he was coaching, he'd walk out with a potato and give it to his pitcher. And I used to see him come, well, if you bring that out here, you're going home. You're going home. That's a true story.
It is. I admit I'm guilty.
He was hoping the first baseman had the ball, and when the guy stepped off, he'd tag him because the pitcher's holding a potato.
Oh, man. There it is. 2 big plays. 2 big plays. Rhodes said, we're not done yet. Rhodes is out here. We are not done yet.
No, we are not.
Oh, bobble, don't even. Yeah, I would hold that one. That's a thing that they don't see anymore. You know, they have a bobble play, and they really just want to throw it and get rid of it.
And throw it away.
Yeah. I would just hold on to it,
Yeah,
you know?
don't give him more.
Don't give him more.
It's going to take an extra base hit to score, so don't put him over there.
Right. Ooh.
And you know yourself, this is an enclosed-in park. On the fields that we guys play on,
They're
it's
open.
not.
Yeah.
They're wide open.
You're chasing.
Yep.
I would say this backstop almost looks a little bit like Low Park, right? Would you say the distance?
Yeah, I would say that,
almost
yeah.
That's similar. Very similar.
Very similar.
Other than we don't have a left field.
Yeah.
They'll never hit it that far. I don't know if they'll hit it to right.
They really got to talk here. Rhodes really needs to communicate here.
Okay.
Sometimes that lack of communication can really cause errors on this field right now.
The thing with Peanut, he tries to cover everything. She tries to cover everything. And in that situation there could have been, somebody could have got hurt.
Yep.
And yeah, like you say, lack of communication.
Yeah, when I was young, we used to do a lot of things to make the game fun. Unfortunately, I did it one time, and when I came the very next day, this was like at that time we played on the weekends too, and we did it, and when I got to Brookside for the next Monday, the guy says, if anything comes out on that mound, I don't care if it's a tomato, a potato, you're gone. Don't even start.
We used to hang pictures of him up on the field with a line through it.
Knew exactly who that man was.
Word travels fast amongst the umpires.
Oh my God, you better believe it.
You know, it's one thing. I want to say it was a rec game, especially, and I want to say Collins was behind the plate because he's truly known for this one. We had a player that was so excited that this girl, like, had a single, so she was running home. She did a cartwheel. Running home, did a cartwheel, landed on home, and
Yeah.
Colin said, see ya, you're out of here.
Yeah. That's making a farce of the game.
He was
you
making
people
the
at home,
attitude.
when you become umpires, you can do that.
Oh yeah, they got that rule. The umpire has the jurisdiction that's not covered in this rule book. So.
And an hour before and an hour after.
Yeah, an hour before and an hour after.
So if you hear, you know, if you're hearing this currently, you go to a field, no potatoes, no tomatoes, and no cartwheels going home.
And don't speak any Spanish because they definitely will get you if you're saying something.
I know most of them for doing these guys for 35 years. I know most of the language, especially the swear words.
Yeah.
You know every one of those.
That's the fun thing too, especially coming out of season and, you know, maybe let's say you graduate from that rec league. We do have men's league. We have co-ed leagues that do play on the weekdays, on the weekends.
Yes.
So the game never stops.
Well, our new manager of organized sports, Marianne Fields, was supposed to be here today, and she's not feeling well. So, no, it's not her. It's her husband and her son that weren't feeling well. So she couldn't make it, and we hope they get well as possible too.
It's a lot of people sick.
Yeah, it's going around. Really? Unfortunately, they picked the wrong day to do it.
Yeah. Good thing Collins and I were open. You know
there
what I mean?
You go. Well, he called me the other day. I had no idea I was doing Edwin's job, getting pizza. Could you go to Dina's? Yes, I'd love to.
So you thought he was asking you out for dinner. What a tight. There it is. 4 balls, running on 1. We're in the bottom of the 6th right now, 14-12. What do you think about this game right now, Tim?
Like I'm going to say, I'm not going to predict anything right now. Oh! They threw out.
And this is why we say sliding is so important right now. Especially if you want to advance into a scoring position. That's really tough for these Lady Rams right now, losing that runner on second. Something we have yet to see a big hit from Juju right here.
You're right.
In the box.
You're right. Believe me, she's got a pitch, she's going to jump all over it.
This is one of our star players as well. Back with that leadership, you know. Team captain here, senior year.
And, you know, back earlier, she threw that girl out from her knees.
Yep.
Oh, she's got to be an RBI player.
She is.
That's what I thought.
She is.
Yeah.
To tell you she stayed on her knees and fired.
Yep.
And actually, a couple weeks ago, the Guardians had us come out, and we had a little clinic with the players. And I will say, for one, those guys are so humble, so like charismatic when it comes to these players, and you know, getting the younger kids out onto this field.
See, they care. They care. That's what it's about.
They really care.
They need some kind of, you know, mentorship. They're there for them.
Exactly.
You tell them what they're doing.
They had a game. They actually had a game that night, and the players were like, "Come onto the field." Oh, the fieldmen were so frustrated. They were so angry. You know, they're prepping for a game, trying to make sure this field looks so nice. But these ball players, they're like, you want to take some grounders? I will say, Juju, she ate up some big plays on third. Oh, my.
Watch her, baby. She like the bow. And she like the Are you serious? I told you to umpire. He ain't doing it. He not doing it.
Here,
I
you want to pick this one, figure this out?
I think if Collins was dressed right now, this ball game might be a little different.
My God, it was.
You know what? What did you say? You said
knowing what I saw now, I should have made this an
lose.
8-inning game or something.
I think the umpires lose.
Yeah.
Juju's really doing her job right here, stealing these bases right now.
I like hearing that encouragement. That's okay. You're all right.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. is a drop out. Now, if somebody would help clarify one thing, we are in the top of the 7th.
We are indeed in the top of the 7th.
And they did score how many runs so far?
26.
Right now, Bart has 14.
So,
the
Colin,
Lady Rams
what's the lottery number for tonight?
Yeah.
1412 is a 4-digit.
So 14-12, there it is. You're looking right there from Cleveland State University, Viking Field. You've been watching the CMSD Girls Fast Pitch Championship game. And folks, don't leave that screen. Trust me, it could change in a heartbeat. These teams have been battling all year. One won one, one lost one by a run, a couple runs. And now we're in another 2-run game. And as Colin said, 26 may not be enough. But obviously, Alicia and Mary, it's good to hear you have the support from CMSD and everybody else to be there for you and work with you guys. And I was glad you shared with us about trying to do some, off-the-year clinics to help the kids and get the coaches.
Absolutely, that's one of our biggest things. And honestly, if we can, we'd love to even meet up with the CMSD coaches and break down fundamentals. Let's actually get a practice schedule and practice program for you guys, so that we're all teaching and we're all on the same level. That when these girls actually come out, we see something different.
Well,
Great idea.
I'm going to make a special request. Now, you don't have to do it because I'm getting up there in my years. But I hope that at some point during the off season, invite the teams, at least bring the pitchers and catchers.
Yeah.
Pitcher and because that's where it all starts. If you can't do that, and if you could teach the kids directly, so when they come back, now we need to make it free, and whatever we can do. But I think, and she's so right about a lot of those coaches aren't around. They're just not around anymore that know the game like you guys know it.
Absolutely. And I will say, too, we do have clinics going on right now. So if you go through, the clevelandguardians.com and go to our camp information, I want to say we have...
for kids to go to? Okay, would you share that with them?
Yeah, absolutely. We have 7 clinics as of right now that you can register for any single one of them starting June 12th. And, that's our first one at Strongsville High School. We actually have a clinic staff with our Guardians that will actually be running our camps, and we'll actually have some of our RBI coaches volunteering and being at those camps, and they're weekly, So this is almost like a weekly kind of drop-off. Be with us from 9 to 3. And we're taking these kids and we're showing them how to play.
Let me be devil. Do you have anything in September and October?
September and October, I think we're personally going to be running our own clinics, RBI.
And the reason I say that is the kids are playing during the year. And you know how moms are. How many days do you think you're going to get away from me? You got to do this.
Yeah.
But if you guys could really, I think in the off season, you hear what I'm saying, Miss Caraballo, ¿cómo está que aprende?
I'm going to laugh for her on this one.
I don't know any other words than I don't want to use the other one. It's basically be quiet. So yeah. I don't want to, but I only learned that at my center when I had to tell the kids to be quiet.
We do, and last year especially, if you reach out, to Corey Douglas and Leroy Sanchez, I believe is his last name. Suarez. Sorry, Leroy, if you're listening.
That's all right.
But Leroy Suarez, they ran winter clinics, especially for baseball.
Yes.
And, especially with softball, the atmosphere, it is going to change. We're back. We're ready to work this year. We're really ready to give back to this softball community. It's something that we haven't done in years, especially, like I said earlier, expanding our RBI roster list to take these girls to these travel, weekends with us, like our travel ball tournaments. And that is really big. A lot of girls don't even get that opportunity, but remember, it is all free. Take advantage of it.
I think if you guys find out, the centers, a few of them have batting cages already.
Yes, I heard at Esterbrook.
So yeah, you could set it up there on Saturday or whatever, and you guys would be able to use that. I'm sure it would work out great.
Yeah, and that's one thing especially that we spoke about, Mary and I, was really focusing on these CMSD schools, focusing back on our recreations and rebuilding, you know. We have to rebuild after COVID. We lost a lot throughout COVID.
There's a double play. Oh! Oh, Collins breaking the streak. Hold it. My Lord.
Watching the replay here, throw to second.
Look at this.
And an easy scoop to first.
All right, folks at home, what do you think?
That was a great call. Great call. What a play. Okay, here we go. Bottom of the 7th. Now, let me see, Rhodes. If I have it right, are you showing Landingham up first? I think it's number 9. Then we have 16 and 3. We're at the bottom. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
And the bottom of our lineup.
I'll tell you what, don't tell me they can't play. They can come up with some big plays.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's all about fundamentals.
Don't drop it. The intensity right now, you have a lot of people screaming. This is the bottom of the 7th inning.
You didn't realize that there's people way down
I
there.
didn't even notice. That's when I stood up looking for one of our parents here. I realized the amount of people on both sides of the dugout.
Yeah.
And this is incredible. Yeah. What a turnout here.
Okay, all right, so yeah, so I would do the runner-up first, and then I was
Rhodes really needs to lock in on this moment, take advantage of this time, and really score here if they want to win this championship game.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm sure it doesn't raise their own come out and do it. I got you.
Here we go, folks.
So it's Madeline Landingham, Sion Hunter, and Trinity Manuel. 3 batters here in the 9th. And it's 2-0. 3-0. I'll bet I know what the coach told him. You wait for a strike.
Exactly.
Really got to wait for those pitches. And I think I will say, you know, going back to these coaches' key points to the game is not helping out the other team while being in the box.
Yep.
What a sliding play from the right fielder to
That's
catch
one of the
that
twins,
ball. That
isn't it?
is, yeah. It is one of the twins. Look at her cheering out there. She is so ecstatic. What a game she has had.
She's never a doubt. I had it all the way.
Bard really wants this game right now. That's one thing, coming in to the game, second half, you know, coming from them basically taking over the lead, number 36 has battled.
Yes.
She has done one heck of a job in that circle.
Yep.
So 3-0 count here.
Come on, baby. She might go too hard bowl this time. She's bowling this time.
She's really not letting people get.
Oh, Lordy. on, 1 out. Top of the order. Miranda Schweiger. Single, walk, walk, walk. Fielder's choice.
Live, what a play right now. Yeah, hold that bag. See, now she knows. She's holding the bag. She's not going to overrun it. We are in scoring position right now. Rhodes.
So now they got 2 players in scoring position. 1 out.
I think we have umpires back here behind us in this game. Oh.
Everybody understands usually an umpire, but the only opinion that counts is us.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's what I really say.
They're going to tell us if it's foul or safe. They're going to tell us if it's out or safe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Then, Colin, is that like the hardest part of your job, is always dealing with the fan base that wants to try to control the game more than you?
It's never the kids. Some coaches, 99% it's the fans. It's the fans that cause all the problems.
And it's pretty tough, you know what I mean?
And that's another reason we can't get umpires. They don't want to deal with that.
Yeah. Wow.
Did he show it?
Wow.
So let's get that replay
was a tough
on this
call.
screen. That was a tough call.
Yeah, but hey, I'm not saying a word. We're going to get through this inning.
If you stay at home, folks, here we go.
Here, we're going to look
you
at
make
it
the
now.
call. I'm not going to see
It
it.
looks like they didn't get it.
Thank God.
2-2, 1 out, 2 on.
She's really battling this box right now. In the air, in the air.
Gonna pump it up to the pitcher. Oh, let's put a little icing on this one. Now you got 2 outs. You couldn't ask for a better inning. You got 2 on. 2 outs. The second hitter up, Mackenzie Mercado. 355 on the year. They'll call it strike. We'll let you know. You'll hear it right from them folks, fans.
Oh! What a game, what a game, what a game.
She hit it on the button.
She locked and loaded.
Yes, she did. Yeah, she did.
So the Bard Lady Raptors.
What a ball game
and the
right
Rhodes
there.
Lady Rams.
Great game, great game.
What a great, great, great game. Folks, you stay with us, because when we come back, Elisha will be right out at the middle of the field with our post-game ceremonies right after this timeout.
There's something for all ages this summer at your local recreation center. The summer pool season begins this year on June 10th, running through August 20th. Pools will be open Wednesday through Sunday, noon to 7:30 p.m. The City of Cleveland will also be staffing 26 playgrounds across the city with fun activities and programs for kids to enjoy from June 12th to August 18th, Monday through Friday, from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And for those hotter days this summer, the City of Cleveland will operate 28 spray parks and basins running from June 10th to August 20th, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. on days above 80 degrees. For more information on times and locations, you can call 216-664-3018 or visit your local neighborhood recreation center.
All right, thank you, everybody. Just want to welcome you back to TV 20. I'm going to introduce here, I have our league director, Ron Johnson. And we have our runner-up trophy to our Lady Rams, Rhodes High School.
Smallest the tallest, y'all.
Want to get in here? This camera. Everybody face this camera here. Take a picture really quick. Now, Coach, congratulations. I know this team is great, sportsmanship, everything all around. Tough season, especially tough loss today. But how do you feel today?
I'm proud of the effort they gave us. They always play hard. Bard is a well-coached team. They play hard. They had some excellent defense today. And sometimes the game just doesn't go your way, but I'm proud of the effort as always.
As always, congratulations to our Lady Rams today as our runners-up for the 2023 season. Just want to thank you guys, the sportsmanship, the intensity, everything on this field. You really have to be proud of yourself because you really did it all. Congratulations, you guys, okay? Now bringing out, you guys. Now introducing our commissioner here with our championship trophy, welcoming out Bard High School. We have our Lady Raptors. Congratulations on your championship game here down at CSU. Congratulations, you won. You know, big congratulations to you, Angel. Today, you ladies really put it out on the field. Tough season, especially with two teams that went first all throughout the season. How do you feel today?
Words can't explain. Very emotional. Very emotional. All I know is that the hard work and dedication that these girls put on the field, at school, extracurricular activities with arts and all that work paid off today. All that, the gassers, all the practices, all that work paid off. And I'm super proud of these girls. I always tell the girls, doesn't matter who's starting. If someone gets injured, if someone is not playing, next person's up, and they proved that today. They proved that today, and they should be really proud of themselves. And also, hats off to Rhodes. They played a hell of a game, and proud of this team, for real. I'm really proud of them.
Good. Congratulations to you, Bard. You guys really did it today. All hearts out on this field right here at CSU. Back to you, Tim.
All right, Alicia, what a day here from Cleveland State. Viking softball field. Again, we saw two outstanding teams play here today. And obviously, our special thanks to Cleveland State University for, again, letting us have the opportunity to put the Cleveland CMSD girls on the Viking field year after year after year, as well as TV 20 for all the crew and everything that made it happen, to Kathy Allen and all of her staff that make this truly a special event. We do want to remind you that next week we'll be over at Progressive Field, where the boys' championship game from CMSD will be played, and at that time we will meet all the league all-stars as they will be honored, boys and girls, right there at Progressive Field. So for Alicia Ortiz, I'm Tim Wells, and for Colin Robertson, our beautiful umpire and analyst today, thank you so much for being part of TV 20. Good night, everyone.